I just did a front-wheel drive burnout down the backstretch of our office building. Hey guys, we have a new arrival at the TFL HQ, and I'm about to share it with you because it's sitting behind that door right there. And as you guys know, we're really tripled down on electric car coverage, so it's an electric car, and Andre's behind the wheel. So let's not delay and show you what the latest TFL long-term electric car is. Bring it on out, Andre. Bring it on out, Andre. Here he comes. It's a crossover. It's a Kia crossover. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. Yep, that's right. It's a Niro. Kia dropped it off yesterday. And this is our new long-term electric car. Now, we didn't buy this car. We've decided that electric cars are certainly coming, so we wanted to give you guys the latest and greatest electric cars that you can buy today on the market. So as you can tell, Andre is pulling it up to our other long-term electric car, and that is, of course, the Volkswagen e-Golf. Now, the two are very different. Do you know, Andre, what makes these two different?
Because they're different colors.
That's right, but that's also wrong. What makes them different is the price, and we'll go over the price at the end of this video.
Okay.
But what really makes them different is that this is a so-called California compliance car, so it has a range of 125 miles. Can you guess the range on the Niro EV?
Oh, I know this, because they were competing against the Chevy Bolt, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So it's like 230 something, right?
You're very close, 239 miles.
Okay.
So basically this has an almost 70 kilowatt hour battery, and this has about a 35-ish kilowatt hour battery. So what we're looking at is basically double the amount of battery in the Niro versus in the e-Golf.
But I still cannot go into a Colorado dealership and buy this right now, right?
No, they're basically sold in the PZEV states, which are the states that kind of border America on the outside. So you can get them in places like Maryland or California, but you can't get them here in Colorado.
Hopefully soon, maybe?
Yeah, and why that is, Volkswagen and Kia, I don't know, but you should be selling them here because they are a hoot of fun. Now, there's something very special about this car that we need to talk about.
What's that?
It's the T word, torque.
Torque.
Yeah,
okay.
Torque.
Okay.
So, can you guess how much torque this is? And I'm going to give you guys a hint. If you can guess how much torque the Honda Civic Type R has, you're going to get the number of torque this has.
Oh, I'm going to say 300.
Very close. 291.
Oh, wow.
291 pound-foot of torque through the front wheels, which is almost the same as the Civic Type R has. Now look at the size of those tires and wheels compared to the Type R tires and wheels.
Yeah.
Just over 200 horsepower and almost 300 pounds of torque, which makes this the closest vehicle that I've ever gotten to driving like an old car that I used to drive in high school, which was called the GLH.
Goes like hell.
It goes like hell, because basically back then what manufacturers would do, and actually the Golf did the same thing, right? They would take an economy car and they would stuff a really big engine under the hood, right? That's how the GTI was created.
Really powerful.
And
yeah.
that was also the goes like the GLH.
Yeah.
And this reminds me of that because there is so much torque here in sport mode that, well, torque steer is a thing again, and it will literally try to rip the wheels out of your hands. And there's no way on full acceleration you can turn this thing without traction control coming in. It's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, I just did a front-wheel drive burnout down the backstretch of our office building. It's yeah, it's crazy.
Well, what about the power on this? This is not a slouch either, right?
No, they're both really fast. And I think one of the things we're going to have to do, of course, is drag race them. The other thing that's a little bit confusing in my mind is why do both of these have front-wheel drive? So normally the reason for front-wheel drive was because in an economy car it was good for packaging, right? You didn't have a drive shaft,
right?
Because you didn't need one, but it wasn't good for drivability, right? Pulling and steering a car at the same time isn't as good as pushing and steering. So electric cars could be rear-wheel drive like Tesla.
I know.
Yeah.
I know why. Because, I mean, the Golf, this started out as a gas-powered car, right? And then they added electricity.
But this didn't.
Well,
The Niro wasn't the gas.
But they also have a gas-powered version of that as well, right?
Right, but this was specifically designed with electrification in mind, and yet it's still front-wheel drive, and yet it still puts almost 300 pound-foot of torque to the front wheels. The other thing I like about this car is right here, is the fact that you've got your charger up front, so you can just pull into it.
Okay.
The Golf does it in the more traditional place, which is over here, right? So it's more like your gas-powered car. But for electric cars, when you're pulling into a charging station, it's a lot better to have them.
You know what else we should do with these two cars?
What?
Is test their kind of icy and snowy condition performance.
We could do that.
Because we have a unique environment here in Colorado, right? Where we can do that just regularly.
I'd rather drag race them.
Well, that too. That too.
So I said there's one thing I'm going to make you guess at.
Yes.
So once you get the Monroney, it's in the glove compartment, and
Over
see
here.
how much this one costs. Now keep in mind, this car does have a $7,500 tax credit, federal, because Volkswagen still has all their tax credits, unlike Tesla, and whatever state tax credit you may have. So,
Okay, so this is the
you're
2019 e-Golf
gonna be surprised.
Premium.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, so the total MSRP is $39,790.
Yeah.
So, and that includes, this is the SCL Premium. So, I believe the e-Golf starts at a little bit lower price, around $32,000. But once you have all the options, and this one, look at the interior. I mean, it has leather seats and a lot of tech built into it. And the final price here is almost pushing 40 grand. You know what? This price is like a Golf R.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Basically.
It's pretty expensive. Luckily, dealers are discounting, and we found them discounted because Volkswagen actually next week at the Los Angeles Auto Show is going to show the ID, which is our all-new electric car. So this one is basically going away, and there's a new all-electric car replacing it. So let's play a game, Andre.
Yeah.
I've got the Monroney, the sticker.
Okay, for the Kia.
To the Kia. So keep in mind, twice as much range, 239 miles of range versus 125. A boatload of torque, and look, every convenience feature, let me show them, that you could potentially ever want. So you've got all your safety tech, blind spot monitoring, lane keep, you've got heated steering wheel, heated and cooled seats, you've got,
The turquoise piping in the seat.
you've got turquoise piping on the seats.
And a sunroof.
And a sunroof. It's kind of it's kind of a funky little small crossover. And you've got, a good amount of room back here. The irony of this thing is that this is basically a crossover, and that's more of a sedan,
Hatchback, like a
sedan.
hatchback, yeah.
But yet they're both pretty much identical.
Like as far as cargo volume?
Yeah, I mean, you think this would have all-wheel drive. It doesn't. It's front-wheel drive. You think this has more headroom, but actually the Golf has more headroom.
Okay.
So they've kind of done a weird thing here where they've built the car with the proportions of a crossover, but with the space of a hatchback.
I see.
And it's actually not even lifted very much, right? So they're both about the same amount of ground clearance. All right, so let's play a game. So I've got what's the MPG on that one, by the way?
So let me show you. So it's, according to the EPA,
119.
119 is MPGE, so MPG equivalent.
Yeah.
And then 126 city and 111 highway.
The Kia is actually only 112 mpge.
Really? So the Golf is a little bit better?
It's more efficient, yeah.
Maybe it's a little bit lighter.
All right, let's play a game.
Yes.
All right.
Price.
So, price. So good. Like the price is right. So is the Golf at $39,000 more or less expensive than this Kia?
Oh, it's less expensive for sure. The Golf is less expensive.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So that's good.
So that means this is around 40,500. I would say maybe 41. I'm going to go with 41,000 for this Niro before incentives.
That's before incentives. All right. Well, you are absolutely wrong, Andre.
What?
And if you are playing along at home, then you are also wrong. Try again. Let's go up from there. What do you think? Go up a little bit.
Higher price?
Yes. Come on. You get three guesses here.
So 43,000. If you go much above that, I don't know, 43.
Sir, you are wrong. You get one more, and I'll give you a hint.
45.
Nope.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Keep going.
47.
47,155. 47,155. That's a significant amount of change. And really the significance of this number is you're starting to bunch up against basically the Tesla Model 3.
Yeah,
Right?
because
The
that's kind of the starting price
The
of that.
Tesla Model 3 is around $50,000 for the dual motor, and you get
All-wheel drive
all-wheel
with that,
drive, and you get everything, you know, that comes along with the Tesla. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
So I was right in one thing, that this is more expensive,
Yes.
but I didn't know how much.
Yeah.
By how much?
By a lot. Almost, $8,000 more.
Okay.
So, what we're doing with both these cars, and you guys will want to go to TFL Car this weekend, is we're doing basically the e-car version of the Ike Gauntlet. You know the Ike Gauntlet, right?
Yeah. And by the way, do they make electric delivery vans? Do you know?
Apparently not yet, because that's a diesel.
Well, Amazon just ordered like 100,000 electric Rivian vans, but
Yet to be made.
but yet to be made.
So what's the Ike Gauntlet? That's your thing.
Well, it's a towing test. World's toughest towing test that we do on TFL Truck channel. And that's when we hook up a big trailer to a truck and we go down a big mountain over 11,000 feet above sea level and then come up it to test braking and acceleration.
Yep, so we're doing the same thing with these two electric cars. We're
What?
calling it the Loveland Trials,
Okay.
the world's toughest electric car test. And what we're doing is we're driving it from here to the top of the Loveland Pass, which is basically all uphill.
And that's even higher than the Ike, 12,000
Yep,
feet.
up to 12,000 feet. And then we're driving it back down here and seeing how much range is left. So we're going to test three things. We're going to test range, we're going to test how long it takes to recharge the car, and we're going to test how autonomous it is, because autonomy and electric cars are kind of now combined in a lot of ways. And so we just did the first one here and we scored it.
Okay.
And the score was quite surprising. So you guys want to, if you're into electric cars and you want to see what is, I seriously believe it's the world's toughest electric car test. Come back this weekend to TFL Car and check out this one. We're going to run this one as soon as we kind of break it in. We get to know it. And then we'll compare it to all the other vehicles that we're getting.
That's exciting. And we can continue to do it, right, as we get more electric
just like
cars.
the Ike Gauntlet.
Right.
Well, guys, if you have any truck or car questions, like why
Or why FedEx is still here.
FedEx is driving to our shop, go over to this channel, TFLnow, on Monday and
Friday.
on Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time, where we do a live show called "What Car or Truck Should I Drive?"
And talking trucks as well.
Yeah, and we basically answer all your truck and car buying questions every Monday and Friday at noon PST. Come join us. We get tons of emails, and we're quite honestly overwhelmed. We don't have the ability to answer them anymore. So
But we could try in the live show.
we'll
at
try,
least,
but the best way to get your questions answered is just go to the live show, watch us, and do a super chat, and we'll answer it for you.
Nice.
All right, thanks for watching, and check out the Loveland Trials
On
coming
TFL
up
Car.
this weekend on TFL Car. Ciao.